Alright, Star Wars fans, it's time for another Know Your Toy video. Today we are featuring the Millenium Falcon. And this is one I've been looking forward to doing for a little while, but I wanted to wait because we just got the new Kessel Run Millenium Falcon yesterday from the Han Solo Force Link 2.0 toy line. And so this is a video I've been very excited about because I've always loved the Falcon. It's such an iconic piece of Star Wars. And it was one we were going to get to at some point, but just wanted to have all the pieces together first before we did it. So we'll start over here with a couple of the two main models, the two loose models we have. And starting off, this is the Power of the Force
1995 release
of the Millenium Falcon. So it's the same original mold as we got in Vintage, which was reused a few more times later,
which we'll touch on in a second.
And so you release the back hatch cover. You've got your smuggler's hole down here, just like before. Just kind of
one of the main differences between this one and the Vintage is the Vintage has blue struts, a blue chair. You can see the chair down in there, and it also has
a blue gaming table.
Yeah, blue gaming table,
remote,
and the
training remote.
Training ball.
Also, instead of gray, it's more of a white color for the shell of the plastic that they use. The cockpit still opens the same way as with the Vintage. Just kind of slides in and out. You can only really fit one figure in here. The dome still kind of pops out. This isn't something they fixed until about Trilogy when they re-released it again. Touched up on a few more things, added some more electronics. So this is still a pretty good piece. It's a good size. You can fit
Steve.
Quite a bit of figures in here. You still have your gunner chair for your turret. The hatch does still open, like on your Vintage piece. And then the struts just keep it from closing all the way.
What do we got over here?
And so moving right along, this is what's considered to be the best Millenium Falcon on the market, and this is the Legacy Falcon. So the cockpit is much larger. Instead of one figure, you can
hold
fit
the entire crew.
You can fit two pilots and two backseat drivers. You've got two large panels you can take off of this Falcon.
And look, there's a training ball.
And you've got everything featured in much greater detail. That comes right off. And this one also features really good electronics.
We got some buttons. You got buttons all over the place on this one.
And even just moving some things just triggers noises. You've got multiple smugglers hatches.
Yeah.
Instead of just the
another one over here.
You've got an extra room back here where you can store other figures or weapons or things like that, and these doors do close.
I like to think that's R2-D2's room.
Inside, you've got a more detailed turret chair, and even the dome on the bottom for the bottom turret is translucent. You can see through it, which is pretty cool.
Let's get a better shot of that chair. There you go.
And the turret chair does rotate.
Well, it's this right here.
With the cannons.
That's probably pretty loud.
And over here on the side,
first time ever,
you've got the signature escape pod of the Millenium Falcon. A little bit different from the one we see in Episode 8, but this did come out before The Last Jedi.
And I believe we're going to be seeing this again at the end of the line during this video.
Very possibly. Inside we have the missiles to the Falcon because it's complete. And so there you have it. There's the Legacy Falcon. And moving right along, you have a wide assortment of the Falcon's release, all the way from Power of the Force.
So this is the first one.
So here is the Power of the Force Falcon.
So that's that loose one over there, the smaller one. And like you said before, we got a collection coming in right now. Like you said before, that mold was used several times. So it was used in the 70s and 80s for the original. It's used in the 90s for this one.
And then in the early 2000s for Trilogy, where it got updated lights. So they added lights to the rear. They added lights up front, and a missile launcher.
Yeah,
You've got
extra
the
missile
U
down there.
lights, and they added extra buttons to the side so you can do more sound effects and things like that. It's a pretty good piece. This is the one I own for my collection.
And once again, the plastic's a little bit different color. This one that we have in stock, I think we have a regular one in stock, but this is also the Sam's Club exclusive with the 6 figures. So that's pretty cool.
And then next we have this Falcon right here,
So this
which is pretty much exactly the same as the Trilogy release. It's just a different package. It's got the same electronics, the same features, same lights. Really the only difference is the box. And this one doesn't, of course, come with figures either, so.
Now, they didn't release a Falcon in the episode 2 box or the episode 1 box, but this is the episode 3 box. So, what year was this one? 2004?
Yeah, it's
2003,
came
something
out
like that.
between episode 2 and episode 3.
Right. So you got that, and the next one after that was the episode 3 box. But of course, the Falcon wasn't used in episode 3. There's an Easter egg where the Falcon is in episode 3.
Where it's landing at the Senate building.
Yep.
And then right here, we have the Legacy box for the Falcon. Now, there is a Legacy Falcon in this box. I believe everything is in it, as well as, aside from this other loose one over here. So we have 2 complete Legacy Falcons, one that's loose and one that's loose in box. So this box,
So it's not sealed anymore, but there is 2 unique figures that come with it. But
this box
like you
is
said, it's been open.
absolutely huge.
And what's funny about the Legacy Falcon, in case you guys are thinking about getting one, is once you assemble it, you cannot repackage it. It's not, once you put the teeth on in the front, you cannot take them off. You literally have to unscrew the entire thing and try to get it back in the box. But there's the med bay, smuggler's hatch, hydraulic ramp, gunner station, all the lights and sounds and everything. This is by far the best one. Like, it's got to be the best one that was made, don't you think?
I definitely agree with that. It's easily the best one. Now, if you want a good Falcon that's a display piece, but not so great for putting figures in, you have the Rebels release Falcon that was also released at Sam's.
Well, it's Sam's and Walmart.
Sam's and Walmart. This one's pretty cool. It's very heavily detailed on the outside. Unfortunately, there's no opening up this Falcon at all.
It's literally just one piece. You cannot even open the canopy.
Which, to be honest, is actually pretty disappointing from a collecting perspective. Like I said, it's good for like dioramas or just hanging from a ceiling and displaying it if you're into that kind of thing. I consider it to be
Kind of a waste,
the
if we're being
second
honest.
worst Millenium Falcon that's been released up to date so far. That's right behind one of the new Kessel Falcons. Not the one we're going to show in this video, but I'll talk about that in a few moments. And after this Falcon was released...
Well, hold on a second. With this Falcon, something that a lot of people are doing is because it's made with a cheaper plastic, it was made to be kind of a budget version of that. And this is really when they started doing budget versions, which is what Bobby was talking about. But what a lot of people do is they take a hot knife or some kind of heat source, heat up the plastic a little bit, and do all kinds of battle damage. And it makes really nice displays because you can get these artists to custom paint it and do all kinds of fun stuff. So that's the only good thing that's the only thing that one's good for.
And then next we have the Force Awakens Millenium Falcon with the Nerf gimmick. Could have been great, but they missed it by a little bit. It's got some cool features aside from the stupid Nerf gimmick. I like that it comes with Finn and Chewie and BB-8. I think it would have been better had it come with a flight-ready Rey instead of a Finn. Or maybe just throw in a Rey along with Finn, Chewie, and BB-8. I mean, why not do one of those? That would have been better.
Fun fact about this one, though, is that was the first 3.75-inch scale BB-8 that was ever available.
That's true.
So there was this, and then shortly after this, it was a 3-pack with the Unkar Platt thugs.
And then there was a 4-pack after that came with the only other Maz Kanata 3 3/4-inch figure.
Right.
Along with, I think, a Finn and a... Was Rey also in that? I think Rey might have been in that, too.
I'm not sure. We've been sold out of that one for a while.
So on the
back,
back, you've got your more featured shots of the thing. So you've got different sound effects and features, which are pretty cool.
This
you've
was a brand new
mold entirely.
Yeah.
My only hiccup with this is the turret that stands up at the top and the Nerf. If they hadn't included that, this Falcon would have been pretty great, actually.
We don't need that.
Yeah, I'm glad they stopped doing that after Rogue One.
Speaking of Nerf, though, what do we have going on May 5th?
On May 5th, we do have a Foam Dart War event going on over here at Order 66 Toys. 501st Legion will be participating. There's going to be lots of food. CC's Pizza is donating a bunch of pizzas. Free Birds is donating a bunch of burritos. And it's going to be really, really cool.
And who are we raising money for?
This time, we are raising money for the Boy Scouts of America. Cost of admission is $10, and children of all ages are welcome to participate. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it'll be a whole lot of fun.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
You're going to be out there.
Last and certainly not least, the thing I've been looking forward to, the new Kessel Run Millennium Falcon.
We did a real small review of this yesterday when we were showing all of our new episode, or our new solo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get the rest of our stock, we might even do
have a review upcoming on this, maybe
an
in a week or
unboxing
so.
and all that. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe.
So what do we got? Tell me about this one.
So this one is really, really cool. This is the fresh out of the factory, I assume, Millennium Falcon. While it looks like Lando still owns it, before Han gets it, maybe it takes some damage, it gets modified a bit. Because as you can see,
it's
got these blow-away panels, because it goes from this clean look to where you can give it that classic Falcon look after you take this piece off, of course. And it looks like this is going to be another escape pod or a landing craft or
Millennium Falcon escape craft.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And fun fact about this was originally, before they made this part of Solo, this idea was originally a concept designed by Kenner. It didn't quite look exactly like this.
It's pretty close.
But the idea was they were going to do an escape craft or an extra ship that could attach to the end of the Falcon that could fit in between the teeth right here.
What was the original name? It's a Millennium Falcon, but it's like a YT Corellian Freighter 3000.
For the Falcon?
Yeah, I think that's the...
I don't
it's
really
something
remember
like that.
its designation off the top of my head.
But originally, it was supposed to... The reason it's so fast is because it would click in with it was like a long-distance hauler.
Mm-hmm.
And it would click into like a cargo freighter kind of thing and push it. But that was the original idea behind it.
So, this one's pretty cool. It features this other Han Solo figure, and he's got his signature blaster with this figure, and he's got this
There you go.
canister stuff for some reason.
YT 1200 Corellian Freighter. Thank you, Justin.
Nice. And then, of course, like in the video, this one also features electronics. The teeth over here light up to give it that look in hyperspace, which is pretty cool. And then it also flashes red, like it's taking damage or something. I like that. That is so cool.
Super cute.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to doing a review on this guy.
Of course, it's Force Link 2.0 compatible.
Mm-hmm. And also regular Force Link compatible. So there you have it. So these are all the Falcons that we have here at Order 66 Toys. Well, of course, we also have vintage and other options, but for your 3 3/4 needs, this is what you got. So, where can you find stuff like this? Well, no further than Order 66 Toys. And from all of us here, thanks for watching. And we're located in the Villages of Allen, Texas. So we'll see you guys later, or we'll see you another time. May the force be with all of you.
And anybody who's still watching, please give us some ideas of what other Know Your Vehicles you would like to see. So which ones have we done so far?
So far we've done TIE Fighters, we've done AT-ATs plus the ACT, and we did ATSTs, and now we've finished the Millennium Falcon. So we are taking suggestions.
But we got a bunch of vehicles that we could go through.
Maybe someone wants to see a bunch of X-Wings or some Y-Wings or something. Who knows? Slave ones, maybe?
Justin's asking for B-Wings. How many B-Wings do we have?
We have, I
Probably
believe,
3.
2?
2 or 3.
3 B-Wings? Who knows? So, leave us some suggestions, message us, give us some comments, and thanks again, and we'll see you later.
Thanks, guys.